What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Turbo today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Here we are on the 6th of June, sitting at about $0.004 right now with 6 hours and 34 minutes left in the day. If we're taking this from a low to a high, you have retraced a good bit of the way down to your 382, it looks like. Yes, you actually tipped the 382 perfectly. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Typically, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but typically you do expect to find support at the 382. All right. Now, if you go up and you find resistance at the 236, you can go down to the golden ratio. That's an expectation there. It's less common to bounce off the 382 twice. Most of the time you would go lower, at least bounce off the 0.5, but probably the golden ratio would be where you'd go. I'm not saying you go down to the golden ratio. I'm just saying what to look for if we see these kind of circumstances taking place, right? But if you find support like this, if you make a massive move up like this, a very strong move like this, you really do expect to find direct support at the 382, just like you did, and then you move up from here, right? The expectation as of now, you're at 0.004, the low was at 0.036. The expectation now is that you've bottomed and that you probably do move higher, okay? If you go lower, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, if you go lower, it's fine. It's fine. And you can go, maybe you go a little bit lower, whatever, but I doubt that you do, at least at this point. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and see if we can divulge some more information here, okay? I'm going to delete that. We just know that that 382 is pinpoint accurate right there at the low, man. It's perfect. It's perfect. 1 hour time frame here, rejecting the overbought zone as of now. So yes, we probably see a little bit of turbulence. I'm anticipating a higher low is my expectation. So something from here, if we're looking at this low to high, the expectation would be that you're at 0.004 now. Maybe you find support at 0.038, 0.0365. Maybe it's a shallow retracement down to the 382 again. You just found support off your 382. Maybe you do that exact thing, 0.0392, something like that could be where you find support, and then you continue to move up. Being that we're on the 1 hour time frame, I would think that by the end of today, we're down here. Starting tomorrow, we'll probably move up some more. Okay. That's the expectation, at least in my opinion. 4 hour time frame looking at this here. The 4 hour is a bit bearish as well. Lower highs, you're actually in an area to find resistance, but you've been in this downtrend. You look at this 4 hour time frame, you've been in a downtrend for quite some time. Typically, downtrends end when you're in the oversold zone with bullish divergence, which you have. That absolutely is. It's very severe bullish divergence. That's why you're seeing this move here. You can go lower. I don't think you go lower than that low, though. Maybe you're setting up for some kind of double bottom, in which case you close below this closing low, but you still stay above that wick, and then you get more bullish divergence. You get a bounce right off of your oversold zone on the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe end of today and going into tomorrow, maybe we do move down a little bit, but I think tomorrow is going to be a good day, man. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but whether you're expecting a little bit more of a drop to happen or not, I mean, at the most, I don't even see Turbo dropping like more than 8%, okay? And then from there, you're going to continue to rally. You're going to rally, and it's going to be hard. Turbo, when it moves, man, it moves up very, very fast. You're in a very bullish posturing with this kind of consolidation here, okay? We look at this on a daily time frame. From the all-time high to the low that we just established on April 7th there, you went from your golden ratio, the 618, down to your 0.5382 area. Very common maneuver to make. The next area that you're going to go to is probably the 786, 886. Now, I do expect that you stop here. I expect that you find turbulence here probably in this zone. With how bullish you look, it wouldn't surprise me if you went all the way up to the 886. And if we look at the price just for what it is, that's also where you found resistance here, resistance there, right? Resistance there. All those resistance points tie up with that 886 pretty well. So as far as this zone goes, I don't think it'll be the lower half that you stop at, but the upper half that you achieve, right? And that would be something around 1.1 cents to 1 cent. I mean, maybe you stop right there at 1 cent. Nice psychological resistance. That could be exactly where you go. But some kind of pop. What kind of pop is that going to bring us? Let's see. From this price here, that's 150% right there, guys. That's a nice move. That's a nice move. And this is probably going to happen, I would think, over the next week or two. I mean, probably this thing moves up fast, man. It could be 1 week to the day from now that you're all the way up there. I wouldn't be surprised in the least, actually. Inevitably, Turbo, you're going to go to higher prices. You're going to see new all-time highs. Okay, you're going to see more than just 150% growth. You're going to see phenomenal growth, okay? What's Turbo's market cap right now? $227 million with 72 million in volume. Yeah, that's decent volume for that low of a market cap. You've got a lot of potential to grow, okay? 227 million. I think that at a minimum, sure, a 6.7x will do. Yeah, at a minimum, 2.75 cents is where you'll go. If not there, I would expect the turbo stop somewhere around 6.2 cents, okay? Which is crazy. It's a 15x, but crazy things happen. This, I mean, crazy is this thing's middle name. You know what I mean? I don't know if we get up to 6.2 cents, but I accept it as a possibility. It's about a 15x move right there. I really do think that we'll stop somewhere closer to 3 or 4 cents. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe even just above there. Maybe we stop right there at 4.2 cents. A 10x move, an 11x move is what I would expect, if not at least a 6.7x move, 15x move at a maximum, okay? And that's where we're going to go, likely at some point in July. So between now and like the middle of July, this is kind of the expectation that I have, if not even the end of July, right? I don't know what it's going to look like every step of the way through. I've given a little bit of details with that, right? I think that we'll stop here for a little bit and we'll continue to rally. You know, it's not just going to be a straight shot up the whole time. But I would expect that by the end of July, we're probably up in this area, if not at least in this area here, which again, here's your prices that correspond with those zones. So I don't know if I have anything else that I want to say. I feel like I've said it all. Daily RSI getting a little double bottom bounce off of this oversold zone is nice to see. Let's see if you can run with it. You need to run with it. I'll tell you what, Turbo, if you don't run with it, if you take out this low sizably, I mean, if we see prices that are too much below that low there, there's a very real possibility that we see an even more dramatic drop from here and we drop another like 27% or 25% or so. It's very possible. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's something to consider at least, right? I don't think we'll go to the golden ratio, but if you can't get above 0.0045 within the next week, I would say we might actually be moving down, if not already moving down within that next week. But I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. All right. Bye-bye.